Alright, for the final one, we are going to find the orthocenter, which is an intersection of the altitudes. And an altitude goes from a vertice perpendicular to the opposite side. So we're going to start with this same picture we've been using. 12, 6. And C is 6, 12. And from there, we can start with from vertice A, and we'll go perpendicular to BC. So in order to do that, we know that it has to go through 0, 0, and we have to have the opposite reciprocal slope of BC. So first, let's find the slope of BC. The slope of BC using our formula, or we can look back at a question that we already did, but using our formula, you should get y2 minus y1, which is 6 minus 12, over 12 minus 6. And that should give you negative 6 over 6, which is negative 1. So the perpendicular slope, which is going to be the slope of our altitude that we care about, the perpendicular slope is going to be 1, which is the opposite reciprocal of negative 1. So we're using that slope, and then point A, because we need to go through point A using that new slope that we just found. So we're going to plug that into y equals mx plus b, and you should get 0 equals 1 times 0 plus b, which means that b equals 0. And when we plug this back in, it's going to be nice because you're going to get y equals 1x plus 0, which is just y equals x, which we have seen before. So whatever x equals y should equal at the very end. Now we have to do the same thing for another side. So this time I am going to go from C perpendicular to AB. So if we know we're coming from 612 and we have to be perpendicular to AB, we need to find the slope of AB first. The slope of AB, we'll use our formula. We will get y2 minus y1, 6 minus 0 over 12 minus 0, which should give us 6 over 12, which is 1/2. Now we said we need the perpendicular slope of that, which should be negative 2. And we're still going through that opposite vertice of AB. So we're coming from point C right now, which is 612. So you're going to plug it all in, the y equals mx plus b. And you will get 12 equals negative 2 times 6 plus b. Add 12 to both sides now, and you should get b is 24. Which seems high, but all our algebra is accurate, so it is not a problem. So your final equation for this altitude will be y equals negative 2x plus 24. So now we have our two equations right here and right here, so we can solve this system and find out where they intersect. So y equals x, y equals negative 2x plus 24. I'm going to plug this x in right here, and we should get x equals negative 2x plus 24. We'll add the 2x to both sides, divide by 3, x should equal 8, and we know x is the same as y from up here. So your orthocenter should be 8, 8.